Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson's infamous vacation has become the center of controversy everywhere. Jamie Dornan looked out the plane window, the blue sky stretching to the horizon. He felt elated, a little surprised at the approaching freedom. Dakota Johnson sat next to him, looking at the tourist map on the tablet. The destination was Bora Bora Island, a place so romantic. The sea is turquoise, the sand is white, the waves are gentle. The two agreed to take this vacation to relax after months of filming, a busy work schedule, rumors, and media pressure. They wanted a quiet time, no reporters, no flash, just the sea, the sun, early coffee and afternoon tea. Dakota smiled as the plane landed. "I miss the smell of the sea, Jamie." Jamie replied with a loving look, "And I miss the feeling of not having to follow a schedule, not answering interviews." They rented a small bungalow near the beach. Every morning Dakota woke up early, walked barefoot on the wet sand. Jamie enjoyed coffee under the shade of a coconut tree. They talked about the new script, about art, about the little things that they often overlooked in their daily lives. Firefinger in the dark. On the second day of the trip, when the sun was almost at its peak, they decided to rent a boat to a small island nearby, where there was an old lighthouse and a beautiful coral reef. The boat glided gently, the sea was clear blue, the sun shone brightly. They swam in the sea, took pictures. Dakota was delighted because the sea was so clear. Jamie told a funny story about the behind the scenes of a previous film that made Dakota laugh out loud. But there was one thing: in the bungalow they rented, there was a small hidden camera. It was unclear where it was brought in, who placed it. The camera was small enough to fit under the table, in a corner of the room that was not often used. Neither of them noticed. As dusk fell, they sat on the balcony, Dakota holding Jamie, the dim light casting soft shadows on their shoulders, Jamie holding Dakota's hand and saying the most sincere words: "I want to live authentically, not for the audience, but just for you, for ourselves." The wrong step. That night, when they returned to the bungalow, they found a white envelope on the small table, unmarked. Dakota opened it. Inside was a USB and a handwritten note: "Preview before going public." Jamie was a little nervous but curiously took the USB. "I don't think we should," he said. Dakota whispered, "Just watch, then we'll decide." They turned on the computer, playing the clip, unedited footage of them in the bungalow, low light, soft intimacy, as well as footage of them talking honestly to each other. Nothing provocative, nothing ridiculous, just the two of them in a private space. Dakota blushed, Jamie shivered slightly. Dakota shut down the computer after a few minutes. They want to make it into a scandal. Jamie was silent, staring at the dark screen. The press. The next morning, when they went to the beach for breakfast, Jamie's phone was full of messages, from friends, colleagues, media representatives. So was Dakota. An online newspaper headlined, "Jamie Dakota's private clip leaked. Leaked photos or true love amid rumors." The rumor spread quickly. A blogger said the clip would be widely circulated. There was evidence they had done something more than intimate. Some fans were outraged by the invasion of privacy. Others were curious, wanting to see the truth. Jamie called her lawyer. Dakota cried in the bathroom. Both felt betrayed, not by each other, but by someone deliberately bringing their privacy into the light. The social media controversy. As soon as the article appeared, social media exploded. The hashtag Jamie Dakota scandal appeared. People were talking. Are they really in love? This clip is a violation of privacy. Is Dakota using her relationship to become famous? How did Jamie react to people posting this photo? Some people criticized the newspaper for invading their privacy, demanding the clip be removed and compensation. Others said that if you are a celebrity, you have to accept some of the public eye. Dakota went on Instagram Live and said, "I am very sad. We came here to relax, to be normal people, not characters for entertainment. Jamie also posted a story, a photo of the sunrise at sea, a photo without faces, with a short caption, "The privacy of two people is not for sale." The price of fame. The media doesn't let go. A talk show invites guests to comment what privacy laws are like in the digital age when recording devices are hidden. Some say Jamie should sue, others say Dakota should keep quiet to avoid further controversy. In the production company, some worry that this scandal will affect both of their images, advertising contracts, fashion brands. Jamie worries, because he has a family, a wife, children. Dakota worries about her acting career, people might only see her for the scandal, not her acting. Amelia Warner, Jamie's real-life wife, is targeted by the media, they want to know how she will react. There are fake reports that she is getting a divorce, reports that she is upset, reports that she wants Jamie to publicly apologize. Confrontation. Inner influence. Dakota returns to the bungalow, sits by the fire, looks out at the night sea. The wind is cool, the waves are crashing. She trembled, her heart prickling. Jamie sat there, silent. Dakota said, "I don't want privacy to be something people want to dig into." Jamie took her hand, her eyes watering. "I'm sorry for anything that made you feel exposed." They talked about feeling hurt, feeling out of control, and about how to react. They wanted to maintain their dignity and privacy, but also wanted to protect themselves from judgment. The legal battle. Jamie contacted lawyers, demanding that the newspaper take down the article, the clip. Dakota joined in, citing privacy. The news stations sided with them, supporting them when many people sympathized. But there were also news channels that made speculative videos, editing the cuts to shock. A lawyer partnered with the newspaper said that because the video was in the public eye, it was shared, they were defending their freedom of the press. The debate between privacy and the right to information is widespread. Public response. Some fans wrote letters and commented on Dakota and Jamie's personal pages. "Thank you for protecting yourself. Don't let the media ruin your relationship and career. Jamie, be strong. Real men protect the ones they love." There were also criticisms. If you don't want to be exposed, why take pictures on the plane, save the clip, leave it on a USB like that? A question that no one can easily answer. Some expressed fear that Dakota is being exploited by the media, thinking that she can use this scandal to increase interaction, to get more attention. Jamie will be affected because of his wife and his family. Internal gathering. Jamie called his manager, close friends, representatives. Dakota did the same. They decided to make a joint announcement on social media, an apology for the clip leak, even though it was not their fault, insists they don't want this to continue to get out of hand. Amelia Warner also spoke out, as Jamie's wife, as Jamie's family, saying she supports her husband, that their family is affected by the rumors, but hopes the media and the public will respect boundaries.